The Vorthak bombardment began exactly on schedule. Bright beams of energy shot down from their ships toward major cities around the world. Admiral Kexthor watched from his command ship, expecting to see the familiar sight of burning buildings and panicking populations. Instead, something impossible happened. The energy beams hit invisible barriers around the cities and scattered harmlessly into the sky. Massive shield generators hidden underground powered up, protecting millions of people. "What is happening?" Kexthor demanded from his officers. "Why are our weapons not working?" His weapons officer checked the readings twice before answering. "Admiral, the humans have shield technology. Our sensors did not detect it before the attack." "Impossible. Our intelligence said they were primitive." On Earth, Li Jun watched his shield systems working perfectly. "Phase 1 complete. The shields are holding." Park Su smiled grimly. "Now they know we can defend ourselves. Let's show them we can attack too." The alien fleet was positioned exactly where Earth's defenders wanted them. For months, hidden satellites had been placed in orbit disguised as space debris. Now those satellites revealed their true purpose. Captain Cho Bin sat in his modified fighter plane waiting for the signal. His aircraft looked normal from the outside, but Li Jun and Dr. Song Min had made important changes. Better engines, stronger weapons, and armor that could adapt to enemy fire. "All units, this is command." Park Su's voice came over the radio. "Begin Operation Thunder. Show them what humans can do." Cho Bin and 50 other pilots launched from hidden bases around the world. Their planes were fast and maneuvered in ways that confused the alien sensors. But the biggest surprise was their tactics. The Vorthak had fought many species, but they had never fought humans. Other species tried to avoid damage to their ships and pilots. They fought carefully, trying to minimize losses. Humans fought differently. Lieutenant Yu Da-un flew her fighter straight at the largest Vorthak ship. The aliens expected her to fire her weapons and then turn away. Instead, she kept flying directly at their ship. "That pilot is going to crash," said the alien gunner. "She has lost control." But Yu Da-un was perfectly in control. She flew into the ship's hangar bay before the aliens could close the doors. Once inside, she activated the fusion bomb hidden in her plane. The explosion tore through the alien ship from the inside. For the first time in 300 years, the Vorthak lost a capital ship in battle. "Impossible," Kexthor screamed. "No species would sacrifice their own pilots like that." But more human fighters were doing the same thing. They used kamikaze attacks, ramming maneuvers, and weapons that violated every rule of civilized warfare. Some pilots ejected at the last second, but others stayed with their planes to make sure the aliens died. Major Kim Nari coordinated the attacks from the ground. "Target their engine sections. If we cannot destroy them completely, we can disable them." The human attacks were working. 3 alien ships were destroyed and 5 more were badly damaged. But the Vorthak had more ships than Earth had fighters. "Sir," reported Kim Nari, "we are running out of aircraft. The aliens are adapting to our tactics." "Then we move to Phase 2, Park Su replied. Engineer Li Jun activated systems the aliens could not see. Hidden missile batteries built into mountains fired volleys of weapons at the alien fleet. These were not normal missiles. Dr. Song Min had designed them to learn from each attack. The first wave of missiles was mostly destroyed by alien defenses. But each missile transmitted data back to Earth before it died. The second wave was smarter. The third wave penetrated the alien shields. By the 10th wave, the missiles were finding their targets easily. "How are their weapons getting better?" demanded Kexthor. His science officer studied the data. "Admiral, their weapons are adapting to our defenses in real time. Each attack is more effective than the last. That should be impossible. No species has that technology. The humans do, sir." On the surface of Earth, the real surprise was just beginning. When the alien ground troops landed, they expected to face terrified civilians and token military resistance. Instead, they found that every human settlement was a fortress. Sergeant Major Bei Wan had spent months preparing for this moment. Every building had hidden weapons. Every street had traps. Every civilian knew how to fight. The aliens soon discovered that human civilians were not helpless. They included military veterans, hunters, and people who viewed the invasion as a personal insult to their families and homes. When alien soldiers entered the first city, they were met by sniper fire from every window. When they tried to advance, hidden explosives destroyed their vehicles. When they called for air support, surface-to-air missiles shot down their aircraft. "This is not normal," reported the alien ground commander. "These humans fight like professional soldiers." They are civilians, replied Kexthor. Our intelligence was clear about this. Then your intelligence was wrong, Admiral. These people have turned their entire world into a military base. The fighting on the ground was brutal. Humans used tactics the aliens had never seen. They pretended to surrender, then attacked when the aliens came close. They used their own wounded as bait for traps. They fought harder when they were losing. Commander Shin Yuna led a group of naval forces that had been retrofitted with alien technology. When the first Vorthak ships crashed into the ocean, human divers were waiting to salvage their equipment. Within hours, human engineers were reverse engineering alien weapons. How are they doing this so quickly? Asked Kexthor's science officer. Unknown, Admiral. It should take months or years to understand our technology. They are doing it in hours. Dr. Park Hyasun was one of the scientists working on captured alien equipment. Their technology is advanced but not complex, she reported to command. We can not only copy it, we can improve it. How quickly can you have new weapons ready? Asked Park Soo. Give me 12 hours and I will have weapons specifically designed to kill aliens. The tide of battle was turning. What started as an alien invasion was becoming a human counterattack. The Vorthak were learning that Earth was not like other worlds they had conquered. Admiral Kexthor stared at the battle reports in disbelief. How many ships have we lost? 17 destroyed, 23 disabled, Admiral. And ground forces? 40% casualties, sir. The humans are not retreating. Every position has to be taken by force. For the first time in his military career, Kexthor was facing an enemy that fought harder when they were losing. The humans were not just defending their world. They were hunting his forces. Sir, his communications officer reported, we are receiving a message from the human military. Put it on screen. Park Soo appeared on the alien view screen. Admiral Kexthor, this is Colonel Park Soo of Earth Defense Command. You wanted our world. Now you have seen what it costs to try to take it. Leave now, and we will let your remaining ships go. Stay and we will destroy all of you. Kexthor laughed. You are still outnumbered, human. We have more ships. Yes, Park Soo replied calmly, but we have something you do not have. We have home field advantage, and we are just getting started. Admiral Kexthor made a fatal mistake. Instead of retreating, he decided to send more ground troops to Earth. He believed that with enough soldiers he could overwhelm the human defenders. He had no idea that he was about to face something the galaxy had never seen before. The second wave of alien ground forces landed in what they thought were safe areas, far from major cities. They expected to find scattered human settlements and easy victories. Instead, they walked into carefully prepared kill zones. Sergeant Major Bei Wan had been waiting for them. Every forest, every mountain, every small town had been turned into a fortress. Human civilians who had seemed helpless were actually experienced fighters. Farmers knew how to use explosives from mining operations. Hunters knew how to track and kill from long distances. Construction workers knew how to build traps that could stop alien vehicles. These are not normal civilians, reported the alien ground commander after his third unit was completely destroyed. They fight like they have been preparing for war their entire lives. The alien commander was more right than he knew. Humans had been preparing for war their entire lives, not against aliens but against each other. Earth was a world where warfare had been perfected over thousands of years. Every strategy, every trick, every way to kill an enemy had been tried and improved. Captain Lim Dokyung led a unit of human soldiers in the mountains. His job was to make the aliens afraid to leave their landing zones. He used tactics that had been forgotten by most of the galaxy, but were still fresh in human memory. His soldiers would attack alien patrols and then disappear. They would destroy alien equipment and leave no traces. They would make noise in one place to draw alien forces there, then attack from a completely different direction. Where are they? Demanded the frustrated alien commander. Our sensors show humans in this area, but when we arrive, they are gone. They know this terrain better than we do, replied his subordinate. They are using their knowledge of the land against us. But it was more than just knowledge of the land. Humans were using psychological warfare that the aliens did not understand. They would leave messages for alien soldiers to find. Messages that said things like, "You are being watched and your friends are already dead." The aliens began to fear going out on patrol. They started to jump at shadows. They began to see threats everywhere, even when none existed. Commander Shin Yuna was having even more success in the oceans. Her naval forces had been equipped with weapons salvaged from alien ships that had crashed into the water. But the humans had not just copied alien technology. They had improved it. Human engineers had taken alien energy weapons and made them more powerful. They had taken alien armor and made it lighter and stronger. They had taken alien sensors and made them more sensitive. How is this possible? Asked Kexthor when he saw reports of human ships using advanced alien technology. They have had our equipment for only days. Dr. Park Hyson was working around the clock in her laboratory. She had teams of scientists studying every piece of alien equipment they could find. Their technology is impressive, she reported to Park Sue. But it is designed for species that think differently than humans. We can modify it to work better for us. What do you mean? Asked Park Sue. Alien weapons are designed to disable or capture enemies. Human weapons are designed to kill them completely. When we modify alien technology with human thinking, we get weapons that are much more effective. The results spoke for themselves. Human forces using modified alien technology were devastating Vorthak ground troops. Every battle saw more alien casualties and fewer human losses. But the biggest surprise was yet to come. Wing Commander Na Jiwoo was preparing for humanity's first space-based assault on the alien fleet. She had 50 volunteers who were ready to take captured alien shuttles and attack the Vorthak ships directly. "This is suicide," warned one of her pilots. "No," Na Jiwoo replied. "Suicide is when you die for no reason. We are dying to save our world. That is not suicide. That is warfare." The human assault on the alien fleet was unlike anything the Vorthak had ever experienced. Human pilots flew captured alien shuttles directly at Vorthak ships. When the aliens tried to shoot them down, the humans used the wreckage as weapons. Lieutenant Yu Da-un, who had survived her earlier kamikaze attack by ejecting at the last second, was leading one of the boarding parties. Her team of 12 soldiers managed to get inside a Vorthak ship through a damaged docking bay. Once inside, the humans showed why they were the most dangerous species in the galaxy. They were not trying to capture the ship or take prisoners. They were trying to kill every alien on board and destroy the ship completely. The aliens discovered that humans could fight in the vacuum of space, in zero gravity, and in conditions that would kill most other species. More importantly, humans fought harder when they were wounded or outnumbered. "These creatures are insane," reported the Vorthak ship's captain before his communications were cut off. "They do not care if they die, as long as they can kill us too." Dr. Oh-sung had been working on psychological warfare tactics from the beginning of the invasion. He realized that the aliens expected other species to behave in predictable ways. Humans were completely unpredictable. He developed false surrender signals that lured alien ships into kill zones. He created fake distress calls that drew alien rescue ships into traps. He even used human music and art to confuse alien sensors and communications. "They are jamming our communications with noise," reported a confused Vorthak officer. "That is not noise," replied his commander grimly. "That is human music. They are using their own culture as a weapon." The tide of battle was turning completely. What had started as an alien invasion was becoming a human hunting expedition. The Vorthak fleet was being destroyed piece by piece by an enemy they had completely underestimated. General Kim Tae-ho was coordinating the final phase of Earth's defense. But it was no longer really defense. It was a systematic destruction of the alien invasion force. "Admiral," he said in a message to Kexthor, "you made a mistake when you attacked our world. You thought we were weak because we had not conquered other planets. But we had not conquered other planets because we were too busy fighting each other. You have united us against a common enemy. Now you will see what humans can do when we work together." Admiral Kexthor was beginning to understand the magnitude of his error. In 300 years of conquest, he had never faced a species like humanity. Other species had advanced technology but peaceful societies. Or they had warrior cultures but primitive weapons. Humans had both advanced technology and a warrior culture that had been refined by thousands of years of constant warfare. "Sir," reported his fleet commander, "we have lost 60% of our ships. Ground forces are requesting immediate evacuation. Morale is collapsing." "How many humans have we killed?" asked Kexthor. "Intelligence estimates put their casualties at less than 5% of their military forces, sir." Kexthor stared at the battle display. The humans were not just defeating his invasion. They were hunting down every alien soldier and ship with methodical efficiency. For the first time in his career, Admiral Kexthor was afraid. Not just afraid of losing the battle, but afraid of what the humans might do if they won completely. He was about to find out that his fears were completely justified. Fleet Admiral Yang Mi-kyung stood on the bridge of the newest human battleship as it dropped out of faster-than-light travel in the heart of Vorthak space. Around her ship, 11 other human vessels materialized from the darkness between stars. Each ship carried weapons and technology that the galaxy had never seen before. "Admiral," reported her navigation officer, "we have arrived at the Vorthak home system, detecting 47 enemy vessels and 3 orbital defense stations. Any sign they detected our approach?" "No, sir. Our stealth modifications are working perfectly. They have no idea we are here." Yang Mi-kyung had been chosen to lead humanity's final strike against the Vorthak hegemony. Her orders were simple: end the alien empire's ability to threaten Earth or any other world ever again. "Open a channel to all human ships," she ordered. "This is Admiral Yang. Today we finish what the aliens started when they attacked our world. Remember, we are not just fighting for Earth. We are fighting for every world the Vorthak have conquered and every world they plan to conquer. Show them what happens when you threaten humanity." The human attack began with Captain Ryu Jin-ho's ship, which had been modified with new weapons during the 3 days since his first strike. His target was the largest Vorthak battleship in the system. "All weapons, fire," Ryu Jin-ho ordered. The alien battleship exploded in a ball of fire that could be seen from the surface of the Vorthak homeworld. The explosion was so complete that the ship simply ceased to exist. "How is that possible?" demanded the Vorthak system commander. "That was our most heavily armored ship." His science officer was frantically checking sensor readings. "Sir, the human weapons are operating at energy levels that should be impossible. They have removed every safety system and pushed the technology beyond its design limits. Those power levels will destroy their own ships." "Yes, sir. But they are destroying us first." That was the key to human success. While the Vorthak built their technology to be safe and reliable, humans built their technology to kill the enemy as quickly as possible, even if it meant destroying themselves in the process. Major General Seo Jae-min was leading the ground assault on the Vorthak Military Command Center. His troops had been transported to the planet's surface and captured alien shuttles, but they carried weapons that were now more advanced than anything the Vorthak had ever built. "Remember," Seo Jae-min told his soldiers as they prepared for the attack, "we are not here to conquer this world. We are here to end their ability to conquer other worlds. Destroy every military facility, every weapons factory, every ship construction yard. Leave nothing that can be used to build another invasion fleet." The Vorthak ground forces tried to resist, but they were fighting humans who had spent months studying alien tactics and weaknesses. Every human soldier knew exactly how to kill aliens quickly and efficiently. More importantly, the humans were fighting with the knowledge that their homeworld had been attacked. Every human soldier carried the memory of alien ships firing on Earth cities. They were not fighting for conquest or glory. They were fighting for revenge. "Sir," reported one of Seo Jae-min's officers, "the alien military command center is secured. We have their complete military database, and what does it show? 847 conquered worlds, sir, including detailed records of how they conquered each one." Seo Jae-min studied the data. "Send this information to Earth immediately, and prepare a message for the Galactic Council." The message Seo Jae-min sent would change the balance of power in the galaxy forever. It contained complete records of every world the Vorthak had conquered, along with proof of their methods: slavery, genocide, and the complete destruction of civilizations that resisted. But more importantly, it contained a promise from humanity. "We are liberating every world the Vorthak conquered. Any species that wants their freedom need only ask for human assistance." President Kang Soo-jin was preparing to address the Galactic Council when the reports started coming in from the human fleet. The Vorthak hegemony was collapsing faster than anyone had thought possible. "Madam President," reported Admiral Choi, "our fleets have reached 17 Vorthak systems. All military installations have been destroyed. The aliens are requesting immediate surrender negotiations." "What are their terms?" "They have no terms, Madam President. They are offering unconditional surrender of their entire empire." "How long did their empire last?" "Over 1,000 years, Madam President. And we destroyed it in 2 weeks?" "Yes, Madam President," Kang Soo-jin smiled. Set up the communication link to the Galactic Council. It is time to introduce humanity to our new neighbors. The Galactic Council had been watching the human Vorthak War with growing amazement and terror. In their thousands of years of recorded history, no single species had ever defeated a galactic empire so quickly and completely. When President Kang Soo-jin appeared on their communications network, she spoke with the quiet confidence of someone who had just proven that her species was the most dangerous in the galaxy. Leaders of the Galactic Council, she began, I am President Kang Soo-jin of Earth. 3 weeks ago, the Vorthak hegemony attacked our world without provocation. They demanded our surrender and threatened to enslave our people. Today, their empire no longer exists. The council chamber was completely silent. We did not want this war, Kang continued. We would have been happy to remain on our world and develop peaceful relationships with our galactic neighbors. But the Vorthak chose to attack us. They made the mistake of thinking that because we had not conquered other worlds, we were weak. She paused, letting her words sink in. They were wrong. We had not conquered other worlds because we were too busy fighting each other. We had spent thousands of years perfecting the art of warfare. When the aliens attacked us, they united humanity against a common enemy. They gave us a reason to stop fighting each other and start fighting them. One of the council members found the courage to speak. What are humanity's intentions regarding the former Vorthak territories? We are liberating every world the Vorthak conquered, Kang replied. Any species that wants their freedom will have it. Any species that wants human protection will receive it. Any species that wants to attack us will be destroyed. And what about the galaxy's future? What role will humanity play? President Kang smiled, and it was not a reassuring expression. Humanity will play whatever role we choose to play. We have proven that we can defend ourselves against any threat. We have proven that we can destroy any empire that threatens us. Most importantly, we have proven that underestimating humanity is a fatal mistake. Dr. Woo Hyun, the scientist who had first detected the alien fleet, was making his final log entry about the war. Personal log. Dr. Woo Hyun, Day 21 of the Vorthak War. The war is over. The alien empire that ruled over 800 worlds for 1,000 years has been completely destroyed by humanity in 3 weeks. Their fleets are gone. Their military is gone. Their government has surrendered unconditionally. He paused, looking at the data from the Deep Space Monitoring Station. I am detecting signals from over 300 different species across the galaxy. They are all asking the same question. Will humanity help them? Former Vorthak colonies want our protection. Species that were threatened by other empires want our alliance. Even the Galactic Council is asking for our membership. Woo Hyun smiled as he continued his recording. For thousands of years, we wondered if we were alone in the universe. We spent so much time looking for other intelligent life, hoping to find friends among the stars. Now we know we are not alone, and the universe knows we are here. He looked at the star chart showing human ships throughout the galaxy, bringing freedom to worlds that had been enslaved for centuries. We did not want to be conquerors. We just wanted to be left alone. But when someone threatened our world and our people, we showed the galaxy what humanity is capable of. Now every species in the galaxy knows one simple truth. Do not threaten humanity. We do not just defend ourselves. We make sure our enemies can never threaten anyone ever again. The final message was simple. Humanity had arrived on the galactic stage not as explorers or diplomats, but as the most dangerous species the galaxy had ever known. The universe would never be the same. Dr. Woo Hyun stared at his computer screen in the Deep Space Monitoring Station. The numbers made no sense at first. Then his blood turned cold. 200 massive objects were moving toward Earth from the outer solar system. They were too big to be asteroids and moving in perfect formation. These were ships. He grabbed his phone and called the emergency line. This is Dr. Woo at Station 7. We have a situation. 200 unknown vessels approaching Earth. They are not human ships. The woman on the other end of the line was quiet for a moment. Doctor, are you certain about this? I am looking at them right now. They will reach Earth in 72 hours. Within an hour, every major government on Earth knew about the alien fleet. Emergency meetings started in every capital city. Some leaders wanted to surrender before the aliens even arrived. Others thought they should try to talk to them first. Colonel Park Soo was in his office when the call came. He was told to report to the emergency command center immediately. When he arrived, he found chaos. Generals and politicians were arguing loudly. Some wanted to hide. Others wanted to put up white flags. What is wrong with all of you? Park Soo said loudly. Everyone stopped talking and looked at him. We do not even know what they want yet, and you are already talking about giving up. Major Kim Nari nodded from across the room. She was in charge of air defense for the region. Colonel Park is right. We should at least find out what they want before we make any decisions. An older general shook his head. Look at the numbers. 200 ships against our entire planet. We cannot win this fight. Maybe we cannot, Park Soo replied. But we can make them pay for every inch of our world they want to take. The aliens did not keep Earth waiting long. Their message came 12 hours before their fleet reached orbit. It appeared on every television, radio, and computer screen on the planet at the same time. The alien who spoke looked like a giant lizard walking on 2 legs. Its voice was cold and mechanical. Humans of Earth. I am Admiral Kexthor of the Vorthak Hegemony. We have conquered 847 worlds. Your world is now part of our empire. The message continued. You have 24 hours to surrender completely. All governments must give up power to us. All military forces must lay down their weapons. If you comply, we will allow most of your people to live as workers in our empire. If you resist, we will destroy your cities and take your world by force. The message ended with images of other worlds the aliens had conquered. Burning cities. People in chains. Entire civilizations wiped out. In the command center, the arguing started again. We have to surrender, one politician said. Look what they did to those other worlds. They are going to make us slaves anyway, Kim Nari said. At least if we fight, we die as free people. Engineer Lee Jun had been quiet during most of the meeting. He was the man who designed Earth's defense systems. Finally, he spoke up. They do not know what they are walking into. Everyone looked at him. What do you mean? Asked Park Soo. I have been building defense systems for 20 years. Not just weapons, shields, hidden bases. Underground factories. The aliens think they are attacking a normal planet. They have never fought humans before. Dr. Song Min, who worked with Lee Jun on defense projects, stood up. Lee is right. We have weapons and defenses they do not know about. More importantly, we have something they have never faced before. What is that? Asked the older general. A species that has been fighting wars for thousands of years. Against each other. We know every trick, every strategy, every way to kill that has ever been invented. They conquered other worlds because those worlds were peaceful. Earth has never been peaceful. Captain Cho Bin, a fighter pilot, laughed. Dr. Song is right. I have been reading about their other conquests. They always start with orbital bombardment, then send down ground troops to mop up. It works because other species give up when their cities are attacked. Humans do not give up. We get angry. The debate continued for hours. Finally, the president made the decision. We will send a response to the aliens, but it will not be surrender. The response was simple and short. Park Soo himself wrote it. Aliens of the Vorthak Hegemony. This is Earth. We have received your surrender demand. Our answer is no. If you want our world, come and take it. When Admiral Kexthor received the human response, he was surprised. In 300 years of conquest, no world had ever refused to surrender after seeing what happened to other planets. He called his officers to a meeting. The humans are refusing to surrender. This is unusual but not a problem. We will follow standard procedure. Orbital bombardment of major population centers, then ground invasion. They will change their minds quickly. One of his officers raised a concern. Admiral, our intelligence on this world is limited. We know they have basic technology, but we do not know much about their military capabilities. Kexthor waved his hand dismissively. They are a primitive species that has not even left their own solar system. What military capabilities could they possibly have? We have conquered 847 worlds. This will be no different. But it would be different. On Earth, every military base was now active. Hidden weapon systems that had been built in secret were coming online. Civilians were being moved to underground shelters that the aliens did not know existed. Park Soo stood in the main command center, watching the alien ships take positions around Earth. They think we are just another primitive world they can crush easily. Kim Nari checked her systems one more time. Let them think that. It will make this easier for us. Lee Jun activated the hidden shield generators he had spent years building. Defense systems are online. They are going to be very surprised. Dr. Song Min looked at the data coming in from space. Their ships are spreading out for standard orbital bombardment. They are following the same pattern they used on every other world. Good, said Park Soo. That means they are not expecting us to fight back effectively. When they start their attack, they will be focused on the ground. They will not be watching for threats from space. The countdown began. In 6 hours, the aliens would begin their assault. They expected to face a frightened, primitive species that would crumble under their superior firepower. Instead, they were about to face humanity. And humanity had been preparing for this fight for much longer than they realized. The moment that changed everything came when Admiral Choi Sang-ho walked onto the bridge of the first human-controlled alien battleship. His engineering teams had spent 3 days repairing the captured Vorthak vessel, but they had done more than just fix it. They had improved it. Status report, Choi Sang-ho ordered as he took command of what humans were now calling the Earth Defense Fleet. All systems operational. Admiral, reported his engineering officer. The alien ship is now fully under our control. But sir, our teams made some modifications. What kind of modifications? We removed the safety limits on their weapons. We upgraded their shields with our adaptive technology, and we installed some weapons that the original builders never imagined. Choi Sang-ho smiled. Show me. On the main screen, targeting data appeared for the remaining Vorthak ships. But these were not normal targeting solutions. Human military doctrine focused on total destruction of enemy forces, not capture or surrender. The modifications to the alien ship reflected that philosophy. Sir, said the weapons officer, we are ready to test our new capabilities. Fire. The first shot from the human-controlled ship tore through a Vorthak cruiser like it was made of paper. The alien vessel exploded so completely that there were no survivors and very little debris. Admiral Kexthor watched in horror from his command ship. How is their firepower so much greater than ours? That is our own technology. His science officer checked the readings 3 times before answering. Admiral, they removed all the safety systems from our weapons. They are operating at power levels that should be impossible. Those power levels will destroy the ship. Yes, sir. But it will destroy the enemy first. That was the difference between alien and human thinking. The Vorthak built their weapons to last and to be used many times. Humans built their weapons to kill the enemy, even if the weapon was destroyed in the process. Wing Commander Najiwoo was leading the first human boarding assault on an alien battleship. Her team of 50 soldiers had trained for weeks on captured alien equipment. They knew exactly where to go and what to destroy. But the aliens were about to discover something even more frightening about humans. They did not just fight to win. They fought to make sure their enemies could never threaten them again. Secure the bridge, Najiwoo ordered as her team moved through the alien ship. Engineering team, destroy their FTL drive. Communications team, download their star charts and fleet positions. The Vorthak crew tried to resist, but they were fighting humans in close-quarters combat. No species in the galaxy was better at killing other intelligent beings at close range than humans. It was a skill they had perfected over thousands of years of war against each other. Within an hour, the alien battleship was under human control. But Najiwoo was not finished. Admiral Choi, she reported over the communications system, we have the enemy ship secured. We also have their navigation data. We now know where their other fleets are located. Excellent work, Commander. Download everything and prepare to scuttle the ship, sir. We could use this ship for our fleet. No, we are going to send it back to their home base, with a message. Dr. Oh-sung had been working on psychological warfare since the invasion began. Now he had his greatest opportunity. The captured alien battleship would carry a message to the rest of the Vorthak hegemony. He loaded the ship's computers with video recordings of human military capabilities, images of alien ships being destroyed, records of alien ground forces being wiped out, and most importantly, footage of human soldiers fighting in conditions that would kill most other species. But the real message was simpler. You attacked our world. Now we are coming for yours. The ship was loaded with explosives and sent back toward Vorthak space on automatic pilot. When it reached the aliens' nearest base, it would explode and scatter the message recordings across their communications network. Captain Ryu Jin-ho was preparing for humanity's first interstellar mission. His team of scientists and engineers had been working around the clock to understand alien faster-than-light travel technology. Can we do it? Asked Admiral Choi. Yes, sir, Ryu Jin-ho replied. We understand their FTL drives now. But we made some improvements. What kind of improvements? Their drives are designed for safe, comfortable travel. Our version is designed for speed. We can reach their territory much faster than they expect. How much faster? Their ships take weeks to travel between star systems. Our modified ships can make the same trip in days. Admiral Choi nodded. How many ships do we have ready? 12, sir, all equipped with human-modified alien technology. That will have to be enough. Major General C.O. Jamin was coordinating what humans called proportional response. For every human city the aliens had targeted, a Vorthak world would face human retaliation. Sir, reported his intelligence officer, we have identified 17 Vorthak colonies within range of our modified ships. Our analysis shows that these are military support bases, not civilian populations. Good. We are not targeting innocents, but every military facility that supported this invasion will be destroyed. The first human ship to reach Vorthak space was commanded by Captain Ryu Jin-ho. His crew was small but highly trained. They knew their mission was not just military but political. They were sending a message to the entire galaxy. When Ryu Jin-ho's ship appeared in the Vorthak system, the aliens could not believe their sensors. How did a human ship travel this far? Demanded the system commander. Unknown, sir. Our intelligence said humans had no FTL capability. Well, they have it now, and their ship is heading directly for our main base. The human ship was smaller than the Vorthak vessels in the system, but it was much more dangerous. Human weapons modifications had turned it into a focused killing machine. Sir, reported Ryu Jin-ho's weapons officer, we are in range of the alien base. Open a communications channel to their command center. The alien base commander appeared on screen. He looked confident, surrounded by his staff in what he thought was a safe location. Human vessel, you are outnumbered 50-1. Surrender now and we will consider allowing you to live. Ryu Jin-ho smiled. Alien commander, you attacked our world unprovoked. You tried to conquer us and make us slaves. Now you will see what happens when you threaten humanity. You have one ship. We have 50. Yes, but our one ship is crewed by humans. Your 50 ships are crewed by aliens. That means we have already won. The battle lasted less than 30 minutes. The human ship used tactics that violated every convention of space warfare. It used its own crew as weapons, ramming disabled alien ships and detonating them from the inside. It used captured alien fighters as guided missiles. It turned the aliens' own technology against them. When the battle was over, the Vorthak base was completely destroyed. Not damaged, not disabled, completely destroyed. But Ryu Jin-ho was not finished. He opened a communications channel to the entire Vorthak hegemony. This is Captain Ryu Jin-ho of the Earth Defense Force. You sent 800 ships to conquer our world. We destroyed them. You sent ground troops to enslave our people. We killed them. Now we are coming to your worlds. This is what happens when you threaten humanity. We do not just defend ourselves. We make sure you can never threaten anyone again. The message was broadcast across the Vorthak communication network. For the first time in their history, the mighty hegemony learned what it meant to be afraid. On Earth, Admiral Choi received confirmation that the first human strike had succeeded completely. Sir, reported his communications officer, Captain Ryu reports total success. The alien base is destroyed and our message has been delivered. Good. Signal the fleet. It is time to show the galaxy what humans can do when we are really angry.